Hello guys, hi, hello, welcome back to the stream. How are you guys doing? Do you guys had your lunch? Let's continue our division push. Let's freaking continue the division push.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. But he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bellingham, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players. Never mind just keepers.
Cristiano Ronaldo! He's shifting through the gears here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedri. Ricky Puig. Heracles have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Kante kept his eye on it, and he's there. White. Great pressure, plenty of it. Son Heung-min. And now the breakaway. Olise. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Marquinhos gets over and intercepts. Bellingham. And he's managed to get free. And a header! Beckenbauer gets good distance on it. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe!
Alright, Rollins on
He has
this.
hit that forcefully.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Mbappe. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Short changes him with that pass. Mbappe. Cristiano Ronaldo. Olise. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Nuno Mendes. Bellingham. Mbappe. And it's half-time here. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reached the halfway point.
Heracles really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Heracles clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And the counter is on. And it's Cruyff. Bellingham. Moved on forwards. Beckenbauer. Now it's Neymar. Picked out brilliantly. And that is masterful defending.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Neymar. It's Neymar! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bellingham. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's picked his way through. That's good play. The ball is loose and the... Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe! And it's in!
And it's in.
Looking for neither time nor space.
Oh no.
It could scarcely have been more
Oh
straightforward.
no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Oh no. Oh no.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Mbappe.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Number 17, Olise. Coming on the field, number 21, Lautaro Martinez.
Super hacker, welcome to the stream.
That's been cut out, well played.
Number 10, Guler. Number
Rodri.
8, Fabian Ruiz. Number
Haaland.
20, Palmer. Substitution. The attendance for this match was 70,987.
And here's Lautaro. Can he put it away? And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Palmer plays it short. Martinez plays it in. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Bastoni cuts out the pass.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Oh, he's found support out wide. Palmer. In comes the climbs up big. It's there.
Ah, dun, dun, dun,
Two up
dun, dun,
now,
dun, dun,
and
dun.
they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and...
And the shot! Ricky Puig. Fabian Ruiz. Haaland. Tries a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Just off target.
What's in the gym, man? Thank you. Very strict. It's good. Thank you. Finally, there is a rage quit. First match, rage quit. Thank you. Since 2022. Hello, hello, welcome. What number did you have? Oh my. Don't break my heart, Ronaldo. I'm trusting you.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much
Hello, hello,
around it.
yeah, welcome to the
Chants
stream.
echoing our ears, proud renditions of
Hi,
his
Naya,
own
welcome to
song.
the stream.
It is the perfect soundtrack. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
What
If you're
was
just
that
joining us,
call?
we are already underway. Bellingham! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mendes spots it and intercepts.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Palmer. Well, there's the clearance. Gets his pass away. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Hey, Julian Alvarez.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Julian Alvarez, what was that?
Nuno Mendes. And here's Bellingham. Oh, well played. The ball has bounced loose now. Palmer. Palmer! In it goes again! Heracles! Goal! And Heracles are in front. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Heracles are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And here's Alvarez. Nuno Mendes. Oh, nice touch. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone.
Everyone, including its. Oh my.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Maradona. And now the breakaway. Palmer. Oh, they could break here. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Palmer. He's got the shot away!
Yeah, come on!
Wildly off target. Bellingham. And the first half is done. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Heracles come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Do someone else.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Palmer. Pedri. And claimed it back swiftly. Mendes picks it up out wide. Great chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. David Villa.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Kvaratskhelia. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Kvaratskhelia, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the...
Tries a shot!
What a orchestration! Come on, this is what I want from my team. Making runs all the time. Making forward runs. That's all I want from them. This is what I want from them.
Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
This is what I want from them. Like, these are all the runs that I'm expecting them to make. These are all the runs that I'm expecting them to make. Make these runs and good passes, good finish. That's it.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Heracles are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Goulet. Here's Rodri. David Villa. He's David Villa! And yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can...
Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He should have put that one away.
Martinez really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Rodrigo.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Nuno Mendes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Rodri gets over and intercepts. Quality ball. Martinez. He could be in here, and Martinez!
What a turn from Martinez! What a turn from Martinez! That was pure Martinez.
Glorious, as if he
That is
didn't
pure
need to
Martinez
get
though.
there himself.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond.
Can he finish?
Oh! Come on!
Sight.
This is the game that I'm expecting from my team.
It is surely done.
Well, you've...
This is the game that I'm expecting from my team. This is the freaking game.
A tour de force that has
Dominated, man. Dominated.
what tends to happen when
Just dominated. In all the areas, we dominated him. Okay, 1700. Come on. We can move to Division 1. Pure domination. Pure domination. What a game. Pure domination from us. What a game. Even I am shocked to play like that. He had no idea what is happening. He's just in shock. I think he's literally in shock. He might be in shock till now. That's how good we play. He must be in real shock. City 22-23. Okay. The game feels smooth, you know. So good to me. What are our something? What? Yes, Carl Chakilya! Carl Chakilya! Yes, Carl Chakilya! He has Carl Chakilya! Come on! Carl Chakilya! Yeah. Oliver Kahn, it is hard to beat him. Only from his mistakes we can beat him. Otherwise, long ranges will not work. Normal curls will not work. We have to find a way to score against this.
game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly
He has
awaited
Blitzker like Carlo Chiglia.
sporting event, which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. What a save by Diogo Costa! Palmer. He's beaten the last man, and the shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass. both causing lots of problems for that defence.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Palmer. Pedri. Palmer is wide and looking to get onto this. He's got tall.
Oh,
Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Back they go.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him
hey,
taking ultimate
what
many
silly
possibilities.
mistakes.
Perez. Kvaratskhelia will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's gone forward. That's a good ball played into space. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Danger averted for now.
Henry, why?
Kvaratskhelia, very much a man of this moment. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Played back in.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
And he's there to get it away. And smartly reclaimed. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that's a throw-in.
Outstanding, really.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alvarez.
Jude Bellingham. Jude.
Well, half-time, both teams head into their respective dressing room, and well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs, and the half-time score 1-0.
Jude Bellingham.
Well, I think there's plenty to be pleased about with that first half display in terms of the score and overall approach.
Heracles happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Heracles carrying a one-goal lead. Pedri. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes with the cross.
Yeah,
Spots it and intercepts.
that
Alvarez
was.
looks to get on the end of this. And he can clear it away. No way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And they win it back again. Heracles are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Can he get onto this? Pull it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Lautaro Martinez. Adria Gule. Lautaro Martinez, Adra Guile, everyone is playing good. The morning team, this is what I was expecting. Players to make runs, make some good passes, collect those passes, finish those easy chances.
Substitution on the field. Number 6, Darwin Núñez.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Gullit. Number 4, Perez. Number 21,
Costa Curta.
Keller. Number 7, Riker. Coming on the
Chouameni.
field.
Oh, there's a
Number
probing
20,
ball.
Erling
Driving
Haaland.
forward.
Number 5, Messi.
Martinez.
Number 42,
Haaland.
Musiala. Number 15,
Messi.
Pedri. Number 11, Vieira. Substitution in progress.
Now it's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Chouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Heracles looking to pass their way through. He's in, shapes to shoot! They've scored! Two ahead!
What a goal!
Game
What a
over!
goal, Adra Guile!
It is a good
What a
finish.
goal,
What's gone
Adra Guile!
against him, little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Heracles are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Pedri leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Vieira. Passes short and sharp. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. It's a sweet ball, that.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Haaland. Now it's Pedri. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And that is it.
What a game,
Has seen enough.
boys! Come
What a
on, we are
satisfying
crushing it. We are
performance.
back.
A
We are back.
performance at times of determination and
We are back. I think in the morning stream, the game was a little bit heavy, but right now the game feels a little smoother. Little smoother. The game feels little smoother now. The goal from Adrian, what a goal that was. It was really so satisfying to watch. Akshay Khanna, it was a good goal from Adrian. Liverpool forever. Kolkata, they everyone is from Kolkata. West Bengal. Man City, Liverpool forever. कौन पाल रहे हैं कभी No, what is this formation? 3-2-5. Have you seen this kind of formation? Five at attacking. Uh, five attacking players. What is wrong with this? What's wrong? Five players, literally five players at the front. Only full attacking.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a
Ah,
special place in the
I'm gonna
memories
be cooked
of
in
the
this match.
supporters
In
of
this
this
match, he's
club.
gonna
Well,
cook me so
expectations
hard. Five
rising,
at the front.
evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ronaldo picks it up out wide. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And he's onside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Alvarez. First quarter of an hour gone.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And that's really well manoeuvred. He's in plenty of space here. Petit. Bellingham.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Driving on and making good progress.
Hey, what is wrong with me?
Now it's Messi. And he's lost his big chance!
What the hell is wrong with me?
One sweeping
Yeah.
executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Liverpool have taken the lead.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Saka.
I'm getting horribly bullied. Opening of
Corner,
spaces.
there first. Maradona with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking for the runner. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Saka. Great defending, strong and determined. Bellingham. Goes looking wide. Chouameni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
What happened to my
There's your danger
vegetables?
man, a title that is entirely justified. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Rudiger can get it clear.
I am
There
cooked
is the
in this
half-time
match,
whistle.
but we will come back.
Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Heracles can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Ronaldo is herring after that one.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Bellingham
Why
cuts a
are we
frustrated figure
status?
right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No, that's been intercepted. Heracles, still this single goal behind. And he's managed to get free.
Attendance for this match was
And here's
71,898.
Albert. Has a goal!
Whoa.
Oh, he's fizzed it forward.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and... Oh, smashing header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Again, again.
So, time for changes
Oh,
on
attack
both
move.
sides, actually.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13, Alvarez. Number
Beckenbauer,
22,
he steps in, and that's the end of that.
number 20, Palmer.
Shifted upfield.
Number 6, Pedri. Coming on the field.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Never think
Number
so.
15,
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
number 17,
Hey, I know he's gonna hide,
18.
but why did I pass?
That has been cut short.
What was it? Come on, we can still on.
There will be a throw-in. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Back into the middle. There's the shot! He scored! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on.
Michael Olise. Yep.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Heracles surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Olise, Petit gets a foot in here.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
He's picked his way through. Goulart.
Minutes has been indicated.
Goulart puts his foot on the gas. He gets big.
Golazo! 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 Golazo!
Great header.
What a
Great
comeback!
opportunity.
He did
What
so
a
well there. I
freaking
don't think
comeback!
he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
What a comeback!
And
What
that's the
a
end of
comeback!
that.
Golazo!
Have been forced to do it the hard way,
What
but
a
they have
comeback!
proved
Ulisa,
themselves
thank you,
strong
and thank you,
unwaveringly
Ulisa.
to win. A great performance by
What?
any measure.
What? 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 Got cooked, got smoked, smoked the opponent, smoked the opponent, got smoked, opponent got smoked. You thought he's gonna win, but Ulysses is not today. Not today, you're not gonna win. What? What a comeback, oh, come on. What game? This smooth, man, this smooth. This much smooth game. What a game, what a smooth game. What a win, come on. This win deserves a like. But no one is watching. Felix Felix. Felix, I am facing against myself. Opponent's name is Felix. Full F2P.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already on the way. Iniesta. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he finish? And he's done it!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be.
He's had a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
They've played it short. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, it's come loose. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Cruyff stood his ground strongly.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. They want to be quick to recover this. Olise. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Incoming cross. And he's there to clear it. And he's had a hit! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Pedri just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Corner number 2 then. Pedri with the short one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. Fiddles it through. Marquinhos makes the interception. He's gone forward.
Cole Palmer. Why did I forget to bring Cole Palmer?
That is a great ball. Heracles are seeing plenty of the ball.
Why did I
So now
forget
they
to bring
trail.
Cole Palmer?
And he's cut it out.
Why did I forget to
It looks
bring
as though
Cole
that might
Palmer?
lead
Come
to
on.
something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Alvarez. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Alvarez. Pedri. It's Rodgers.
Hey, come on, make that good pass.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he put it away?
No,
He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Heracles really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And
Hey,
Felix
only
comes to
this.
counter. 5 minutes till the break. Tries to dink it in. He's had it taken off him. Olise. Alvarez. And there's green grass ahead of him. And here's Cristiano. Shapes to shoot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When
Big chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, he's shooting chance! What a
Bro,
wonderful...
fuck, this
Well,
fucker is
no
getting
simpler than that.
3 points
He's
from
certainly not
rebound.
complaining.
well, I admire players.
Oh, idiotic
Here's
game.
the half-time whistle.
This fucker is just
So
getting
after a
goals
truly
from
exciting first
rebounds.
half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much
Oh,
in the mix
fucker.
in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2 on the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's still anyone's game.
Rummenigge! Worth a try, but not
This
this
fucker
time.
is just getting
I'm not sure
goals
he's able
from
to
rebounds
concrete
and
that
rebounds
first
and
time,
rebounds.
but at least he showed some good
Come on.
confidence.
Alvarez. Looking here to chip it through. Olise finds himself offside.
Good offside.
Alvarez. Pedri. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose. Has a shot! Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class!
What happened to you
2
guys?
up and threatening to pull clear.
What happened to you
Yeah, I'd
guys?
call
Why
that
are you
transition
teaching me
with
like
bite.
this?
They won it back and bit hard.
What happened to you guys?
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Alvarez.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the...
Odegaard!
Number 6.
And he's
Bro!
away.
Alright, boy, get out, bro.
Number 21.
I'm
Can he get
done
it
with this
through?
game.
Martinez.
How many shots, bro? How
Well,
many
it
shots,
works.
bro?
Haaland.
Looking for the run.
This guy's goalkeeper.
Rosicki. It's Rosicki!
This guy's goalkeeper is saving his ass. Look at it.
Substitution.
How much I have to take shots? How much?
306.
How many chances I have to take like that?
It's their second corner of the game. Mendes is there and he can get that clear. Goulet. Martinez. Odegaard. Oh, he's in! There's the hit! He scores! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been Obviously work done on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. We have got ourselves a game here.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one.
Ah,
They have the
ah.
momentum now.
Go, do
Oh,
the
they could be
steps.
caught out here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic.
Hey,
To
come
admire
on.
their commitment to goals.
Now it's Rosicki. And he can clear it away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Heracles must do something here and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
And that has been cleared. Ruben Neves!
What a save.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Now the finish!
Bro,
Sticks it in.
only from rebounds these fuckers scored, bro.
Military
He
goal.
had no other chances, only
Some
from
players have that
rebounds.
natural ability
All
to
the
be in
three
the
goals
right
he
place
scored
at
just
the
from
right time. We've
rebounds.
just seen the perfect example.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Has been indicated.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And the header!
And this guy's goalkeeper saved his ass many
Well,
times.
it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at
Oh,
source.
just because his goalkeeper, he's in the game still.
Odegaard. Picked out brilliant. Haaland! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Just because his goalkeeper, he's in the game. Otherwise, he was dead already.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Heracles were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not...
Oh, oh, 4 goals he scored. 3 goals, but he had rebounds. Nothing else. One more from rebounds. I would destroy this guy any other day, but the economy wants me to be destroyed, and I'll destroy him. 54 points lost. Good work. 51 points lost. So what the fuck I'm losing to 51 points? Yes. I don't know what else to say. Arey, bro, pay to win, 100% pay to win player. I orchestrate goals. I orchestrate the play to score goals. But this guy, oh, come on, look at the squad. Okay, five at the front. Five at the front. And Costa Curta is playing as a DMF. Four at the back. Five at the front. Five at the back. GG, bro, GG. Ah, I wanted to change the name. I wanted to change the squad.
So the wait is
I
over.
don't know
We
who
can
else is
finally get
involved.
going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this
Oh,
moment in
man.
time.
I wanted to
And the
change.
matchday noise at this place is
There was
truly
some bad form
special.
on
The pride, the
me.
passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Well, we're on the way. Mbappe. They're urging him to shoot. Costa Curta with the clearance. Nuno Mendes. And that's played in low.
Arre!
And the shot!
Hey!
Well, that
Come
defending is
on!
unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal.
Offside?
To be.
Not offside? Yes, offside.
I think that's
Sorry,
offside.
bro.
Yes, it is.
Bro, you just got caught from my broski. Okay, so what? Yeah, I got cooked. Come on, eat dinner.
Nuno Mendes. Looking here to chip it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. Kunde spots it and intercepts. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Nuno Mendes. Mendes picks it up out wide.
Arre,
Into the
this.
corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a
Uh,
touch to finish that off.
Take the.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Pedri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. No goal. Ah, he's given it away. Olise going full tilt down the right-hand side.
Message.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bellingham. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Kunde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Diogo Costa deals with it effortlessly. And that has left him in a heap. Olise. Marquinhos. Out for a throw. He's looking to set free a runner. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Pedri.
There will be
For
1
Olise.
minute added time.
Pedri. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, well played.
Uh,
Tries to get it clear.
Waited.
And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. So your views on the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Heracles clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going.
Mbappe! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Fernando Torres. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Mbappe! Marquinhos getting this one clear. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Koundé gets it on
Bro!
there.
Hey, he's
And here's
idiot.
Torres. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well
Oh,
stopped.
my
This might spell danger. And that is expertly dealt with. Pedri. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
And here's Alvarez. That is a brilliant interception. Pedri.
Rushing.
Here's
Wait.
Torres. Good read, needed to be. Well, he was clearly disappointed
Hey!
with that pass.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bellingham. Real chance!
Bro, come on.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
One good chance and then mistake.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Can he get it through?
Heracles truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, super ball.
Curl could have done it.
It's out at the end.
Curl could have
We
done it.
finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through.
Come
So what do you take away from it all,
on.
Jim?
Heracles certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Not again. Come on, I need to push it. Should I play? It's divided there. Yeah, I got cooked. So what? So what? So what? The way you scored goals, the way I scored goals, you can look at the highlights.
Well, they say football's only a game,
Okay,
but you should
go.
try telling this lot.
Go and
And
watch.
without a doubt, it is the
Watch
weekend's
again and again.
eagerly awaited
Go and watch.
contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just
Yeah, that one goal. That one good goal.
weak execution.
That one good goal. That's it. Other than three goals, what do you talk about that?
Proved
What do you
infallible.
have to say about
And
that
that
three
won't be the
goals?
last they'll see of him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Heracles clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Alvarez. He's had a shot. Heracles.
Yeah, I'm crying. Then why am I watching? Why are you here?
Smart exchange of
Then why
passes.
are you here?
Three defenders out
If I'm
front.
crying, then why are you here?
Wonderful goal.
Madrid finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Palmer. Oh, played through for the wide man. And the finish! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Heracles are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Palmer, Alvarez. Referee's had a good
Um,
look and given a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Palmer goes short. Big header!
come on, Ronaldo.
He will be livid with himself. He's having a hit! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Mbappe. Bastoni. Pressing high and with purpose. Rodri. Heracles looking to pass their way through.
Yeah.
Half-time coming up and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Well, the boss won't be happy about that
Hey,
at all. They
hiding,
were
hiding, hiding.
pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That has been cut short. Alvarez has found the net here, of course. Chouameni, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's in a great... Can he put it away? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I could have passed it to Ronaldo.
And it's
That was a
half-time
good
here.
goal. That should have been a goal.
Heracles just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Heracles.
If I passed it to Ronaldo, that would have
They are
been.
looking good.
Forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other paid parking
Um,
facilities in the area. Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway. Oh, no joy this time. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Oh, that was vital. Bellingham. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. Mbappe has another go!
Come on.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Come on. That's a better ball, but still it went in. How?
Substitution on the field. Number 19. Cristiano
We have got
Ronaldo.
changes here from both
Number
sides, in fact.
13, Alvarez.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
Number 22, Bellingham.
Nuno Mendes.
Coming on the field. Number 21, Lautaro Martinez.
Heracles are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It
Yeah,
looks like they've
pretty
had the
rattled.
proverbial carpet swept from underneath them, and it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Taking place.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now.
Heracles clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Haaland. Madrid needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Olise. Rodri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Hey,
He
come
had to
on.
make that, and
What is
he
the
did make it.
bus?
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Yeah, this shipper is throwing homeruns, airballs, airballs.
Plays a sharp little ball here.
There will be
Moved
1
on
minute
forwards.
added time.
And that is as far as it goes. Heracles have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately.
How many matches are there for making the last? 15 only, right? Maybe they learn very steady. But 51, not the good stay very steady. And we need win space. 1 minute. These two cards, Saliba and Tomiyasu, better cards.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel. And he's brilliant if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated. But if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Pedri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Hey, come on!
Brilliantly cut out. Marquinhos. Still goalless at the moment. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. This is decent hit!
Really?
Goal! The breakthrough strike! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
Heracles have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Güler. Batistuta. No, it's Batistuta. Batistuta with a
Rudiger in
beautifully timed
front.
run. He's had it taken off him. And it's Batistuta. Mbappe. And he thumps it clear. Pedri. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a good ball out wide. Alvarez. Too much on it, and that's the keepers. Vitoria are looking to break at pace. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Heracles can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Good spot, he's seen the run. Mendes makes the interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Should not trust my passes.
Back into the middle. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Have to play calm.
Last act of the first half.
Don't get someone get into your
So the
head.
end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's
Don't
been
get the
much
opponents
limited
get into your
points,
head.
but there has been
Keep calm,
just
keep
one
calm,
goal,
keep calm.
and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Heracles lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display. He's got the shot away! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Palmer goes short. Terrific header!
Ronaldo, come on, you can't score from that range.
Movement, though.
You're a good header.
He couldn't actually steer it
You're a good
goalwards.
header of the ball. You can score from that range. It was easy for you.
That's a sharp pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, they can break here. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Mbappe! And now they can clear their lines. Oh, it's played into the area. No, he has a go! And that was very necessary.
71,898.
And it's played forward. Oh, good-looking ball.
That's what has to be done now. No question about it.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Hey, not mix up Tony Adams.
Oh, easy pickings there. Batistuta. No, again, there's no way through.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rodri cuts it out. It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Pedri. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just 1 goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Look at this shot at goal! Loose
Thank
ball now,
you.
there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Crossed into the middle. Big header! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Stop.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13, Alvarez. Number 22, Bellingham. Number 20,
Climbs up big!
number
There's
6,
the shot!
Why are you conceding goals like this?
business.
Oh, God.
Tomiyasu at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Why
Vittorio
am I conceding goals
equalises,
like
and
that?
we're all square.
Victoria surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
3 minutes added time.
We are into overtime. Odegaard. Oh, he's burst through. Schneider. Can he spark a counter here?
How many matches I
That
concede
looks a
scores
cracking
like
ball.
this?
He's found a way through.
How
And
many
that's
matches
it.
I concede score like this?
Decent game of football.
Off the rebound, off the rebound, off
And
the
both
rebound.
sides, as it turns out,
How many
able to be
matches?
separated. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yes. Off the rebound. Only from rebound. And he has acceleration burst to smart. Unbelievable. Smart double and that highly cut Mbappe.
Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued and cut short, unfortunately, by injuries.
I guess you can empathise with that, Phil.
Yeah, there's always that element of how good could he have been?
Despite it all, though, he did win 3 European titles and 3 league titles. He was a world champion and all of that in 8.5 years, which says quite a lot about him.
Not bad.
Palmer. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Up he goes! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away. And he was quick to react. This might spell danger. Alvarez!
Yes.
That had everyone off their seats. Alvarez. Always onto this. And now they can clear their lines. Bellingham.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And it's Dembele. Dembele. A corner it is then. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Heracles have the chance to go the other way. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Van Dijk cuts out the pass.
What?
Olise. Pass is just off target. Marquinhos. Palmer. That's a little off target. Ødegaard. He could be in here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Bellingham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Stood up well to him there. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Ødegaard. Hernandez. And we hit half-time.
I have to play with the ball. Hold the ball. Why are you not holding the ball for me?
Neither side any further forward.
You should hold the ball good.
Minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How would you review the first half?
I think it's been a very impressive defensive effort. They've never been broken down and contained the opposition attack extremely well.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Heracles have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Ernest. Olise. And that should get the job done. And reclaimed it in a trice. Bellingham. That looks a good ball through. Great chance! Really well taken goal.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
The goal scorer after 57 minutes is number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Heracles have fired themselves in front.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
Pedri.
The attendance for this
Your
match
impression
was
so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
The message is clear, none shall pass. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substitution in progress.
And that's definitely not his best. Haaland is sharing after that one. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's just playing it safe and simple. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That has been cut short. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he cuts out the supply. Driving on and making good progress. And the shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Yeah, he was just a little too eager to get his chance away there, and it could have level matters.
He can run onto that.
Defenders surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Goulart gets it away. Decent hit!
How many chances will he give him?
Without
Until
hesitation.
he scores. Until he
They've
scores.
got a throw.
Come on.
Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No measures from here.
Added time.
It's Dembele!
That's not phenomenal
That
finishing.
is
That's
well
acceleration.
reached.
This.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Rodri. And that's that.
No.
Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick.
I say that. Last one match, we move on to 1750 ratings and then we'll stop it. And then we'll come back. And release the group.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Face to face with the hits one! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that is a little undercooked. Decent hit!
Oh, come on.
Terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Palmer with the short one. Cleared without complication. Rodri. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Heracles really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Heracles have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. Olise gets rid without sophistication. Nuno Mendes.
That's good play from him. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
Corner number 3 coming up. Palmer plays it short. And he thumps it
Why?
there. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry. Maybe
Even from hard you can score it. Even the touch of hard would also do.
Kimmich, good spot, he's seen the run. Shapes to shoot! Goal! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Come on, keep calm, you guys. Go.
Kimmich. Drogba. Marquinhos gets across to intercept that. Heracles looking to pass their way through. Gilberto Silva. Kimmich. Milan finding their passes. And it's lofted through. And the shot! And he's there to belt it away. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Alright, Julian Alvarez. Come on, make that one touch
Give a
pass.
lift as we head up towards the break. Gilberto Silva. Maldini. Oh, that is a good ball to find him.
There will be 3 minutes.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Alright, that was fast to kill.
And that could set him on his way. Ah, that's a fine interception. And the half-time whistle goes. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
CCTV is now in operation for your safety.
Both from Julian Alvarez should have done it. Another shot also should have waited.
Substitution in progress.
So off we go once more.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Palmer. Bellingham. Danger averted for now. Nicked it back promptly. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually...
And the finish!
Bro!
And now they can clear the
Bro!
lines.
Who is that goalkeeper idiot?
So, Jim, is that the manager
Saving
telling the
every
forwards that they
shots.
must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Alvarez.
This match was 71,550.
Almost an hour gone. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
What was that not a
That's
foul?
great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Alvarez. Alvarez looking to penetrate opposition lines. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work, that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh! Wow! Such a nice save, bro. Bro, get off there. How many can a guy save? How many saves did he make? 4 goals. 4 goals. 4 goals he saved for him.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Heracles get their fourth corner.
Number 13. Alvarez. Number 20. Palmer. Number
They've
6.
played it short.
Pedri. Number 22. Bellingham.
Oh, he's been Clodegaard!
Number
Loose ball now, and there's a
21,
chase on to retrieve it.
Martinez.
And he's
Number
cleared it out of
15,
harm's way.
Erling Haaland.
Rodri.
Number 17.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Number 18. Odegaard.
He's got the shot away!
Bro, I'm done with this keeper, bro.
Well, it wasn't
I am done with this,
but
bro.
that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
They're up to 5 corners now. Olise goes short. Costa Curta does well to get it back. The corner count is rising. That's 6. They've played it short. Milan are looking to go forward now. He's had it taken off him. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, important interception. And he's there to get it away. Costa Curta. Martinez. Now it's
There will be 1
Haaland.
minute added
Foot
time.
in. Mane. And we're done.
Bro,
Heracles were a team
this
looking
was the
good,
match
but
highlights.
ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go
6
about
saves. 6
winning.
freaking
How do you
saves.
reflect on what we've seen?
Heracles desperately failing to impose themselves.
I don't know how a keeper can do that. I don't know how a keeper like this can do that. 6 freaking saves. All are close range shots. None for this. If this is not script, I don't know what it is, guys. If I say that is scripting, you guys will come. Realize that it is not a script, it is not scripting. 6 shots, those are close range shots. Everything has been said.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Peter, I think there's a good chance that opposition strikers today will have their work cut out with Vitor Baia, simply because he's...
Now the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. And he's there to clear it. Heracles are looking to go forward now.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Milan do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe. Heracles still to register a shot on target. Mbappe! Well, that was
Don't let him
materially
take the
similar to
shot.
the previous attempt.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Davis. Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't...
Decent hit! Goal! Milan! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
That's a throw. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a great ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That's good defending, very good defending.
Jamal Musiala doing the defensive work.
That's a nicely measured pass. Palmer. Davis wins the duel this time. Mbappe. He's found a way through. Big chance.
Jamal Musiala doing the
Deserved
defensive
better.
work.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Beautiful.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And he's on his way. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Hi.
Belts one. Oh, good read.
That was well played.
I'm
Well stopped.
losing it.
And the
I'm
first
losing it.
45
I'm
minutes
losing
are
it.
steady,
I'm losing
solid,
it.
and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Heracles really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And it's Snyder. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, look at the space here. He's picked his way through.
Oh, even that ball is going to his legs. What the hell is happening?
And this is getting better and better. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
No. I'm
You
just
know, Cooper,
frustrated. No
very tall
duties.
targets to pick out from this corner.
I'm frustrated.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 13, Alvarez. Number 20, Palmer. Number 6, Pedri. Number 22, Bellingham.
Odegaard plays it short.
Number 21.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Number 17.
And now they can spring out of defence.
Number 18, Odegaard.
Forwards and with intent. Odegaard. Martinez. Oh, perfectly measured that. João Neves. Yamal. Milan finding their passes. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest.
No, what is
On
that
one side,
pass?
dogged defence on the other. Closing in on goal. Rodri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He is through here.
What is that
It's
pass?
a goal kick.
What is that pass?
João Neves. Heracles have it back and can go again. Martinez.
This is the time you need that pace.
He's got away. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Odegaard goes in for the header, and it's come back out to him. He's got a goal! With so little time left, grandstand finish! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
That was bad passing.
Heracles give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the
Not
courage they
outside.
can get.
Has a go! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Milan have their second corner now. Rodri tries to clear. Martinez. And there goes the final whistle. Heracles perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel...
Freaking match. Back-to-back losses. Back-to-back losses. Come on. Someone told me if you are letting score, keep possession. Don't give the ball. Just keep it in your legs. Don't give the ball to others. It was suggested by one of my subscribers. He told me not to give the ball. Last week, players are making runs as they are expected to make. But this week, nothing got come on, no smash. Vision on opponent. How is it going to be? And best turning on.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped. Undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Mateus! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Back into the middle. He's having a go. Oh, belter! A finish of true class. Barcelona are in front.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alvarez receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Quality ball. Nicked it back promptly. Bellingham.
Heracles really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Has a go! No mistake! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Heracles grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Played back in. Pedri. Pedri charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Alright, come on.
But it is a closely contested affair. Barcelona finding their passes. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. Very nicely done. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. He's played him through. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Palmer, he is through here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Heracles with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Palmer with the short one. Alvarez, it's a mighty effort! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 2 then. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta. Rummenigge. Could move up a gear here. And
Well,
the first
that's
half is
division
gone.
and opponent.
So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1 each. How would you review the
It's
first
a
half?
division and
Well, we thought this would be close, Peter, and it's proving us right so far. They're well matched, and it presents a fascinating battle of wits to see who'll emerge on top or otherwise.
So both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Heracles have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay,
Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Heracles go into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Rodri.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
what was it?
That is ended up in no man's land. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Mateus. Griezmann.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Rudiger kept his eye on it. Rummenigge!
This guy just shoots and scores.
It is
It's
incredible!
animated. He just
Every week,
shoots and
talk about
scores.
strength of character, wonderful.
Just a shot and
And
he's
that is
scoring
about
it.
as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just
No
a
other
simple
outcome
shot
there.
he's
That was
scoring
bang
it.
in the corner, unstoppable.
Simple, just a shot on
All
target he
day,
scored.
and he may not yet be done.
2 goals he scored, both are same. Both are the same. Just a shooting from everywhere. Phenomenal finishing. That's phenomenal finishing in India.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. This is quite a battle.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Oh, can he get onto this?
Number 14.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off.
Lautaro, you are just useless, bro.
Number 17.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
8. Jorginho. Substitution
Barcelona
taking place.
merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Lautaro
A
again.
bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Haaland! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Looking here to chip it through. Rudiger gets across to intercept that. Haaland. Well read, nice interception.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last.
And the shot!
Just shoot and it's a score.
Is just
Just
brilliant!
shoot and that's a
That
goal.
may just do it!
Just shoot
There's a
from
bit of
everywhere and it's a
responsibility
goal.
here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Just shoot from
Clinical,
everywhere.
just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for
Come
him.
on.
Oh, this has been an immense contribution from one player. He's been just about unplayable.
The same Romani guy. He just shoot from everywhere and it's a goal. I was mocking this guy. He just made a shot and it's going in, going in, going in.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 20.
He put all the players at the back.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So the main man takes his leave. Feel the ovation.
Listen, by taking him off now, the hat-trick hero gets a lovely ovation from the crowd, and I think the opposition will be just glad to see the back of him.
Having turned the game on its head.
Yeah, you are afraid. I can see it.
A
I'll
real
show you his
chance
team.
and a real
What he
layoff.
did. Look at this. Look at this. That's how afraid he is. He knows I might score. That's how afraid he is.
Marquinhos.
Bro, you're a division one player. Play like one.
And that
You're a
is
division one player. Play like one.
Heracles can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they
Look
were
at the
unable
stats,
maybe to
bro.
pay
I
for their
smoked him.
inability to kill it off.
I just smoked this guy.
So just
16
a quick
percentage.
reflect on what we've seen.
Look,
5 shots, 4 were on
discipline in
target.
any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid.
You can check out the stats for this. The stats speaks. Anyway.